eventually became. Despite these challenges, Law remained a figure of immense talent and instinctive brilliance, lighting up stadiums whenever he played. His capacity to score with flair and confidence made him one of football's most electrifying forwards, yet beneath every cheer lay physical struggles most supporters never saw. Each injury carried fears about whether he could return to his previous level. The pressures of recovery weighed heavily on his mind. Still, Law refused to give in to frustration, always striving to reclaim his place. The most dramatic and heartbreaking moment of Law's career came in 1974 when he scored a gentle, instinctive backheel for Manchester City. On any other day, it would have been a goal worth celebrating, an example of his natural finishing touch, but this strike contributed to the relegation of Manchester United, the club he adored. The irony cut deeply, turning a moment of skill into one of emotional agony. He chose not to celebrate, walking away quietly as the crowd reacted in disbelief. The image became one of football's most haunting scenes. Law later expressed that the moment brought him no joy, clarifying that his loyalty to United never faded despite playing for City. His reaction on the pitch, head lowered, arms motionless, spoke louder than any interview ever could. It was a symbol of respect, sadness, and unavoidable fate intertwined in a single touch of the ball. Supporters from both sides acknowledged the emotional weight he carried. The incident followed him for years, a reminder of football's capacity for painful twists. That goal remains one of the sport's most iconic tragedies. Another source of disappointment for Law came from missing key finals, including Manchester United's most historic triumphs. Injuries kept him sidelined during moments when he longed to stand beside his teammates on the grandest stages. Watching from afar tested his spirit, blending pride for the club with personal sorrow. These absences created chapters of what-ifs in an otherwise golden career. Yet he never expressed bitterness, only support for those who played. His grace in such moments revealed the strength of his character through triumphs and frustrations alike. Law maintained a reputation as one of football's most courageous and technically gifted forwards. His sharp movements, fearless style, and incomparable scoring instincts made him a true attacking genius. Every comeback from injury added another layer to his legend. He earned admiration not just for talent but for perseverance through emotional and physical hardship. Law's resilience became a defining theme of his story. His presence on the pitch inspired both teammates and fans. Ultimately, Denis Law's career blended brilliance with adversity in a way few players experience. The injuries, the infamous backheel, and the missed finals became emotional anchors that shaped his identity. Yet these moments never overshadowed his extraordinary impact on the sport. Instead, they humanized a football icon, revealing vulnerability behind the talent. Law's strength lay in continuing forward despite the weight of disappointment. His legacy today stands as a testament to both his genius and his unshakable spirit. Missing the 1968 European Cup final stands as one of Denis Law's most painful memories, a moment he revisits with lingering sorrow. Manchester United's triumph over Benfica should have been a crowning achievement he shared on the pitch. Instead, a persistent knee injury requiring surgery kept him sidelined at the club's greatest moment. Law later called it the greatest disappointment of my career, words that captured the depth of his regret. Watching his teammates celebrate while he struggled with rehabilitation left a lasting emotional scar. It became the defining loss. Amid a career filled with victories, the injury that kept Law from the final had been troubling him for months, deteriorating his performance and confidence as the season wore on. Unable to compete at full strength, he felt the dream slipping away even before doctors confirmed the worst. His absence created an emotional void that he found impossible to ignore. Though he cheered on United, the internal conflict never faded. Each cheer was mixed with longing for what should have been his moment. The bittersweet memory remained etched in his legacy. The infamous backheel of 1974 became another defining and heartbreaking moment of Law's career. Playing for Manchester City at Old Trafford, he instinctively flicked the ball past the United goalkeeper. The goal was brilliant in skill but devastating in consequence, as many believed it sealed United's relegation. Law felt no joy, refusing to celebrate the strike that hurt the club he loved. He was immediately substituted, walking off the field with visible anguish. He later called it the most painful memory of my career. Although results elsewhere meant United would have been relegated regardless, the symbolism of the goal haunted Law for years. His emotional conflict was clear from the moment the ball crossed the line. The supporters saw the distress on his face as he trudged off the pitch. For Law, scoring against United felt like a betrayal despite his professional duty. The back heel became a moment he wished he could erase. Its impact overshadowed what should have been a simple instinctive finish. The 1961 abandoned FA Cup tie created another source of frustration for Law during his early years. That day, he produced one of the most remarkable individual performances in English football history. Scoring 6 goals against Luton Town, he appeared destined for a record that would stand for generations. Yet torrential rain rendered the pitch unplayable, forcing the referee to abandon the match. All his goals were wiped from the record instantly. The replay brought no redemption, with City losing the match. Law carried the disappointment for years, knowing his extraordinary feat had been erased through no fault of his own. The abandoned game became a story told with equal parts pride and frustration. Teammates and opponents alike praised his performance, but praise couldn't restore what was lost. The incident reinforced the unpredictable cruelty of football. For Law, it was a reminder that even brilliance could be undone by forces beyond control. The day remained a symbol of opportunity stoned by circumstance. In the same year, Scotland's 9-3 loss to England at Wembley delivered one of the darkest moments of Law's international career. The heavy defeat shocked the football world and inflicted a deep wound on national pride. Law, part of the struggling Scottish side, described it as his blackest day. The humiliation lingered far beyond the match itself. Players faced relentless criticism from both media and supporters. The scoreline became a burden they carried for years. Law hated the memory of that match, feeling the weight of responsibility even though the team was collectively overwhelmed. Every goal conceded felt heavier than the last, and the damage was unforgettable. The defeat became one of Scotland's most painful international moments. Law and his teammates knew they would never fully escape the shadow of that result. Despite his dedication to the national team, the experience stayed with him. It served as a harsh lesson in football's brutal extremes. Persistent injuries formed another painful thread throughout Law's later career, eroding both his form and longevity. His knees, battered by years of heavy tackles, struggled to withstand the demands of top-flight football. Law believed poor medical treatment practices in English football contributed to the deterioration. Outdated methods often worsened injuries rather than healing them. The lack of proper care shortened what could have been an even greater peak. This reality frustrated Law deeply as he fought through recurring setbacks. The constant cycle of pain, recovery, and re-injury took an emotional toll on him. Each attempted comeback required more effort than the last, testing his mental and physical endurance. Law's performances, while still brilliant at times, became harder to sustain. Or supporters watched him battle courageously, aware of the strain beneath the surface. His love for the game kept him pressing on despite deteriorating conditions. Yet he knew the medical limitations of the era were costing him precious years. Every injury compounded the previous one, creating a chain reaction that slowly diminished his explosive playing style. The quick turns, fearless leaps, and sharp finishes that defined him became increasingly difficult to execute. Law's frustration grew as his body betrayed what his mind still desired to perform. He fought to maintain his level, but physics and pain often won. It became an emotional struggle as much as a physical one. His career's second half thus carried a somber undertone. The reality of these injuries influenced not only his play but also his relationships with clubs and managers. They were forced to make difficult decisions regarding his fitness and availability. Law, known for his fiery competitive spirit, found it painful to miss matches or contribute less than he expected of himself. Each setback felt like another loss, another moment slipping away. The limitations imposed by injury clashed with the heart of a fighter. It shaped the narrative of his later years profoundly. Despite everything, Law continued to give everything he had whenever he stepped onto the pitch. His grit and determination became legendary, admired even by rival supporters. Every match he played became a testament to perseverance. His commitment remained unwavering even as his physical tools weakened. Fans respected the honesty and effort he displayed through hardship. He remained a symbol of passion and resilience. Injuries may have shortened the prime of his career, but they never diminished its legacy. Supporters remembered the fire in his performances, not the limitations of his final years. The struggles only deepened the respect people held for him. Law's journey became a story of talent shaped by adversity. His career reflected both brilliance and bravery in the face of decline. This balance made his legacy even more compelling. Each disappointment from missed finals to erased records contributed to a more human portrait of Denis Law. He was not simply a scoring machine but a man who faced real battles beyond the goal celebrations. These struggles highlighted the emotional weight carried by athletes of his era. Law's determination to push forward through pain earned him admiration beyond his goal tally. His low points revealed as much character as his triumphs. Together, they shaped a career of depth and authenticity. Ultimately, Denis Law's story combines triumph, heartbreak, and unwavering spirit in a way few footballers experience. His iconic moments shine brightly, yet the disappointments give his legacy its emotional foundation. Injuries, lost opportunities, and painful twists could not diminish his greatness. Instead, they made his achievements more meaningful. Law's resilience remains at the heart of his legend. His journey stands as one of football's most powerful narratives of talent and tenacity. Denis Law's legacy stands as one of football's most emotionally rich and enduring stories, woven from brilliance, hardship, and unwavering passion. His journey showcased a rare blend of artistry and courage, capturing the hearts of supporters across generations. For every moment of disappointment, he responded with determination that elevated his reputation even further. The beauty of his career lies not only in the goals he scored but in the humanity behind them. Law's spirit resonated with fans who admired honesty as much as talent. His name remains etched permanently in the history of the sport. Through all the injuries, setbacks, and heartbreaks, Law continued to represent the game with dignity and fire. His perseverance became a defining feature of his character, inspiring countless players who faced similar struggles. Every comeback he attempted revealed a deeper layer of resilience. Supporters saw a man who refused to yield, even when circumstances weighed heavily against him. That refusal to surrender became part of his legend. His resilience transformed tragedy into triumph. Law's connection with Manchester United, Scotland, and every club he touched created a bond that has lasted decades. He became more than a player. He became a symbol of loyalty, pride, and emotional authenticity. Supporters respected not only the goals he scored but the heart he put into every match. Even in moments of personal pain, his dedication never wavered. That loyalty strengthened his status as one of the sport's most beloved icons. His influence extends far beyond his playing years. The emotional highs and lows of Law's career reflect the true essence of football: passion, joy, heartbreak, and unity. Fans connected with him because he represented the human side of the sport, embracing vulnerability without losing his competitive edge. His moments of brilliance thrilled millions, while his moments of sorrow made his journey relatable and real. These contrasts created a story richer than statistics alone could ever express. Law's legacy lives in the emotion he brought to the game. His story remains unforgettable. Tributes to Denis Law continue to highlight not just his achievements, but the way he played with courage, instinct, and pure joy. His scoring touch, sharp intelligence, and fearless approach shaped an era of football admired worldwide. Yet the struggles he faced only amplified the respect earned over decades. Law's name is spoken with admiration by legends, analysts, and supporters alike. He remains a benchmark of passion and perseverance. His legacy inspires every generation that follows. Thank you for joining this tribute to Denis Law, a footballing legend whose story blends glory with heartfelt humanity. His journey reminds us that greatness is defined not only by success but by the battles fought along the way. If you enjoyed this script and want more stories like this, your support means the world. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Your engagement helps keep football history alive. More powerful tributes and stories are on the way.